first when you get caught up here.
On the right?
Yes, on the right here. What are we going to do to solve this one?
Um,
Totally unrelated to the left. Like you treat it almost like it's a new problem.
yeah, let me just get this left down. So you start off with adding 8.
Very good. Both sides, you got 5x greater than 30.
And then after you divide by 5, and then that flips the sign.
It does not flip it because you're not multiplying or dividing by a negative.
Oh yeah, it's only with the negative. I forgot.
Yes.
Okay.
So it becomes x greater than
X greater than 6.
Okay, and now it's you've ever done those group projects where it's like, hey, you do your part, I'll do my part, and we'll slap it together at the end. That's what we're gonna do here.
Okay.
X is less than or equal to 3, or x is greater than 6.
Okay.
Now on a number line, you put both of those values down. So it's 3 here and 6 here. For the one on the left, it's a filled in circle. Is that okay?
Yeah. And then on the right, it's open.
Yes. So this is your number line solution.
Okay.
Okay, next we talked about the idea of just writing a question here. Is x equals 3 a solution? Is x equals 3 true? Meaning true or false, meaning like does it fall into a shaded area?
Yeah.
It does. So this is true. This, yes, it's a solution.
Okay.
If it asked about 6, how would your answer change if it said x equals 6?
It would still be true, right?
It's an open circle, so that's not included.
Okay.
Very important distinction there. All right. This next part is really, I can't even believe we're being asked to do this because it's going to be very unclear with the graphing, but we'll do our best here. Okay, so let me go back and grab the originals. All right, so we're going to just focus on the left again. Just, whoa, that was bad. Just the left, okay?
Okay.
So it's y1 equals 3x plus 2. y2 equals 11. So I'm just looking at the left. We did this before. You use y for each part of it, the left side, the right side, and so on. All right, so now to graph y1, you need the slope and the b value. What's the slope? What's the b value for that?
It would m be 3.
Yes. 3/1, b is 2.
Yeah. Okay.
So you start at b, and then you.
And why is it 3/1? Because it's x, or?
Good question. So your slope is also defined as rise over run. If you write just 3, you may not recognize that you have to go to the right 1. So by writing it as a fraction, you have a
Oh
better
yeah, I
chance
remember
of.
rise over run. So 3, you mark 3 and then over 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So y2 equals 11 is a horizontal line. This is not going to be good. All right, not to scale. So here's your y1, there's your y2.
Okay.
And we talked about this yesterday. Where is y1 below less than or equal to means below y2?
Wait, can you repeat that?
So true. So the y1 is 3x plus 2, y2 is 11. Where is y1 less than or equal to y2? In other words, where is y1 below y2?
I'm kind of confused on that.
So it's this region right here.
Okay.
You see how the y1 line is below underneath y2?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's top and bottom. Y1's bottom, y2 is top.
Yeah. Okay. All right,
Now, oddly enough here, and I'm going to just switch colors here. You do the same thing. You can switch to another numbers, like you could say 3. I don't know if that's too confusing. Y4 is 22. But you're going to graph these again. You're going to just graph the next line.
Okay.
So the first one here, the slope is 5, the b is -8.
Okay.
So it looks, we'll just call that -8, and some sort of a line up like that. This time though, the other line, again, not to scale, let me keep going with that one, not to scale, is y4 is at 22. So this is y3 in red, y4 is there. This time you're asking, where is y3 greater than y4? Where is y3 above y4?
Y1 or no?
So you don't care about the black lines now. You're only looking at the red. Where is y3 above y4? It's just up in this region here.
Do I just say like, do I say Y something, or do I say like above that?
I don't know how you're supposed to indicate it. I would try to graph all these and shade.
Yeah, this is really.
This is wrong. I mean, everything we're doing is wrong, but that's what your teacher asked you to do this. So
I don't think you're gonna have this on a quiz tomorrow because I'm pretty sure it's only like 2 questions and there's one graphing thing and it's not that hard. It's
okay.
it's like solving algebraically, and I think I got that decently.
Okay, so let's not focus on graphing anymore and just work on solving. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let's go to 8. 8's a good one. It's like 5, little wrinkle to it, and it's another one of these ors. So whenever you see an or, you just work them each out separately. You just focus on one at a time. Don't overthink it. Just how do I solve this?
Okay.
And why don't you tell me the steps here?
So first you add 1,
That's right.
you get 5x less than -15.
Good.
And then you divide by 5.
Perfect.
And then does that flip it because there's a negative?
Only if the number you're dividing by or multiplying by. This number on top is not
Okay, I
important.
didn't remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get x less than -3.
Yeah. Good.
And then the next one, or wait,
So we got -3x minus 1.
3x minus 1, 8. Okay, so you add 1 and get -3x less than 9. Then you divide 3, and then this one flips, right?
You're dividing by -3. That's why it
Yeah, to
flips.
-3.
So
And then
x is
you
greater
get x
than.
is greater than -3.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's a little bit odd because all of a sudden we have the same number, and that's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. The first one says x is less than -3. So you put a bubble there at -3, open circle, shade everything to the left.
Okay.
For the one on the right, you
So
start
it's
at the
the
same
same
place.
number, or
Yeah, you start at the same number there. You're like, okay, open, and then I'll go everywhere to the
so
right.
you go fill out both sides?
It's everything but -3.
Okay.
All right, I'm just looking for a couple more here that we can do. This one looks good. All right, so you ready for another one here to look at?
Yeah.
Minus 10x plus 3 less than or equal to negative 37, or 3x minus 10 less than or equal to negative 25. And actually, let me flip the order here because I don't want you to, I don't want to introduce too many differences here. Okay. All right. So I want you to solve the one on the left for me and tell me what you come up with, please.
Spinal cord.
Yeah.
So for the first one, I got x is less than equal to -5.
Very good. Okay,
And I'll
so
solve the
so
next one.
so on the right here, I want you to just be forewarned that you're going to divide by a negative. So at some point you will flip the
Yeah.
inequality here.
And then for the second one, I got x is greater than equal to 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. So on your number line here, -5, that's 4. Tell me what to do. Tell me where to shade.
On 4, you go right, and it's a closed circle.
Good.
And on -5, you go left, and it's closed also.
Okay, very good. All right, let's have you try one more here. And this time, we'll just switch it up a little bit. -3x minus 2 greater than or equal to -2, or 7x minus 5 greater than or equal to 65. So go ahead and try this. The one on the left's got a little thing that might trip you up, but we'll talk about it if needed.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, would it just become 0 on
It is 0. What is the rest of it?
3x greater than equal to 0?
Okay, so you're close. I mean, this is not solved for x. You've got a bit more to do here.
Well, I know, but is that
Yes.
on the right
Yes.
path?
Yes.
Okay. And you would still divide by -3,
Yes.
and then it flips the sign, and you get x is less than greater to -3.
0. Because you're dividing by -3.
Oh yeah, 0.
It's still 0. Okay.
So 0 is greater than x.
X is less than or equal to 0. You want to read it left to right.
Okay. And then do you want me to solve the other one?
Yes, please.
I got x is greater than equal to 10.
Very good. Okay, so let's go back and do some of the other ones that we did from yesterday. Any questions on those before we get started on that?
No.
Okay. Let's go minus 4x plus 1 less than 2x and then plus 8. Let's try that. So we did a couple like this yesterday. Do you remember how to start? What we should do first?
Yeah, you distribute -4.
Very good. That's right. So the distribute to both of them. What does the second one become when you multiply -4 times +1?
Just -4.
-4.
-4.
How about that? Plus 8. Okay, now your goal is to get x on one side. Generally prefer to get x on the left. I would recommend that. I would subtract so that I move the 2x to the left here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Like you have a choice. It's better to move it left if you can.
Okay. And then from there, do you add 4?
Yes. So we did really good.
And then you divide -6, and then it flips.
Yes.
You get x is greater than -2.
All right, so maybe try one here on your own, like this one.
Gotcha.
Okay, go ahead and try this one. Let me know if you got any questions along the way.
It would turn into -10, right?
Yes.
Okay. So sure. Can you scroll up really quick? Sorry.
Sure. Let me move this one up a little. Okay, there we go. Maybe that doesn't help.
But yeah, a little more. Okay, perfect. I got x is less than 30.
It seems like it should have divided out here. Let's take a look here. So you've got -2x, -10, less than -3x, Oh, I see what I did here. Why that? Yes, that is correct. I made the mistake here. X is less than 30. Good. Okay, so the last type of problem we looked at, we'll just have time for one example. If you see two inequalities, so it would look something like this, like -5 less than or equal to 2x plus 1 less than or equal to +9, something like this. So you see how there's two inequalities here?
Yeah.
So this is the one where you have to do it to all three sides, which is weird to say. I don't even know if that exists, but three sides, right?
Yeah.
So when your focus is on the place where there's an x, you've got multiplication by 2, addition by 1. So you're going to undo addition by 1 by subtracting 1 from both sides. So
Okay.
that's -6 less than or equal to 2x less than or equal to 8. And then to solve for x, you divide everything by 2, all three sides, right? -3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. So again, like whenever you see the two inequalities, you know to do it in three places.
Yeah.
Three places. Now let's take a look at the graph of this. That was our last thing here. Here's -3, here's 4. Can you tell me how to graph from what you remember?
Yeah. -3 would go left when it's closed. And that
So
would go.
this is between. So all the other ones,
Oh yeah, it is between. Okay.
it's between. Yeah. So last question for you, is x equals 3 a solution? Basically, I'm asking you, is 3 between these two numbers?
It's yeah, it is.
Yes. Yes, it is. All right. That's going to do it for us. Good job.